Is this the main episode?
Yeah.
Yep.
Main episode.
Okay, we'll do a clap.
Oh wait, the clap. Maybe I
You should turn on your mic for the clap, or the camera for the
for
clap.
a second. Yeah. Hey guys.
Oh, we need to keep this on. This is great. This is
keep it on. Come on, ZChum. You look good. You look like a little sick man with your little toilet paper.
Dude, that's fucking perfect.
Just leave it on.
I have no tissues left.
You look good though. You look fine. Just in the dark and sick. All right, let's clap.
Can't.
3, 2, 1. Nice.
Good with me.
Nice clap.
ZChum has a cold. There he goes. He doesn't want to be on screen.
I'm
Ben,
sick.
That's the thumbnail.
I don't want the world to see me when I don't feel well.
You look the same, just like with a blanket on and no lights on in your room, honestly. But
I have to
It's
keep
fine.
muting to blow my nose, and I might have to get up and go puke
okay,
at some point. So I just figure
puke
You
on
can just
camera.
puke on camera. That's freaking content
that's
right
content. ZChum,
that gets
Do
you
you
banned
not
on
want us to
Twitch.
succeed?
there. No, it doesn't get you banned on Twitch if you did not try to do it.
Really?
If
yeah,
you would,
sometimes you just puke.
you're right. If you are
do that all
not,
the
if you're
time.
attempting to like anything that goes on in your stream is sort of like if you let it happen, then you get banned. But if you
If you
something- if it's something like that, you
two
actually
fingers
right,
for
not as big of a
dessert,
deal.
that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Make yourself puke.
No forcing it.
Yeah.
But like
Right.
if Decky got sick and puked in the plant behind him, he's not going to get banned as long as he's not trying.
There's a clip of Soda Poppin like laughing or something I saw somewhere, and he just like leans over and pukes for like laughing too hard or something. It was disgusting, but yeah, no ban for that because it happens. Sometimes you just spit up like a little baby.
If it's out of your
No.
control and it happens, Twitch isn't as strict. But if it's
Or
you
like-
obviously are wanting it to happen, then they might ban you.
If you're purposely inebriating yourself.
Yeah.
Or like for every sub, I'll make myself puke.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Just bile starts like so much pain.
Thank you for the 5.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of puke. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Hazard,
Gamer
no.
541.
Hazard,
Thank you.
did not just donate 20 subs. Oh my god, this is gonna suck.
Oh my god, you know the rules. That's gonna be a lot of puke for you.
A little alarm goes off. Time for the bucket, guys. I'm gonna get the bucket out for this one.
Well, yeah, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the gamer hole, everybody.
We're all here.
I'm back. I hope you had fun with Greg last week and
Aqua's
Arcos.
back.
And
Aqua's
ZChum's back, even though he's sick. What a good
Still
sport, though,
sick.
showing up while sick. Anyway, so what's up with you guys? Did you miss us? Did you miss me and ZChum, or did you have so much fun with Greg and Arcos?
Greg's really cool.
Yeah.
I'd never gotten to talk to Greg, and yeah, so
Greg is very cool. He really, goes to the beat of his own drum, that guy.
I like
He is-
Greg's Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg has quite a Twitter presence as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the episode. It looked like a lot of fun with Greg and Arcos. Arcos was very quiet during that, but sometimes Greg wouldn't shut up. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Arcos also talked a lot more on the members only. So.
Okay.
Greg saw his shot and he took it.
Yeah.
Greg's all about the content. You know him. I've
Greg
created
wants
a
to be
monster.
A shining star.
Yeah.
and he wouldn't give us any dirt on Aqua. That was
Yeah,
the
that was
worst
kind of
part. We are
upsetting.
trying so hard.
He doesn't really have any dirt on me. I'm a perfect person, a pristine, just example of a perfect individual.
Except that you thought
So.
he was a werewolf.
Yeah, you thought he was a werewolf.
Well, I mean, I didn't actually think he was a werewolf. I just would joke about that, but that's fine. Yeah. he thought that I thought for real that he was a werewolf, which actually makes me think he might be one now. Actually,
Maybe.
if
I
he
think
like
you just gaslit him into believing it.
yeah. So I mean, he's definitely, out of everyone I've seen and encountered in real life, the most like a werewolf out of anyone I've encountered. So you know, if anyone is close,
very,
it's him.
Pompous hair.
He looks
so
like a
beautiful.
greaser.
Pompous.
He's so
Yeah.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
so like perfectly like Johnny Bravo'd. You know what I mean?
Pompous, I think, might be the wrong word, but we know what you mean.
But
like
it
a
fits.
pompadour.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Not
Yeah.
pompous. I mean volumey. You know?
He's got great hair, truly.
I know. I was so jealous of it.
I feel like, you know, I have decent hair, right? But next to him, I look like I have a fucking rat on my head.
Aqua and Greg at the mall, and everybody starts like taking photos of Greg. Oh my god, it's that guy with the hair.
Cheering in the streets. It's like
Yeah,
that at the beginning
Greg!
of Austin Powers whenever we go anywhere together. That's what the stream is like anyway, when he comes on, like on the couch stream. But yeah, now that episode too, everyone's like, wow, this is such a better episode now that Greg's here. Okay,
So-
I'm used to it.
So how was your vacation, Aqua?
Oh my, it was so
Aqua-
nice.
Aqua got home 10 minutes before we started recording this.
Or attempted to
Well,
record this.
10 minutes before we started messing around with all of our recording software and not getting it to
Jesus
work.
fucking Christ.
But yeah, I walked in the door, sat down, boom, plugged right back into the computer. Like I never
jacked in.
Yeah, I like Matrix plugged in when I sat down. But yeah, I spent like 8 days not at a computer, which was weird for me, but very refreshing. It was nice.
That's exciting.
Had a trip down to Mexico.
Is that French?
With yes, they speak French there. We treated it as like I have some family in California, so we treated it as like a meeting ground between coasts and did like a little bit of a post-COVID like
A neutral territory.
family neutral territory trip at the beach, which was nice. And it was great. I, as you can see, tan, right?
Well,
You look
more tan than
very,
usual.
very normal.
It's
There
not
is-
that,
Do I have
color
a
to
healthy
him.
glow?
it's
on
not
my
that you look
ZChum?
more tan, it's that you look less pale.
Exactly. Very much
No
less
ghoul.
Gremlin-like.
Yeah.
Not tan, but less pale.
You do
ZChum,
look healthier. Look
turn
at
on
you.
your camera for a
Healthy, yes.
second. Because I've been laying in the sun. I'm not lacking vitamin D and oxygen like I normally am.
He's actually
I'm
got
normally
a really
in a-
nice complexion. I don't
in
think
a
Aqua's ever looked
stale-
as handsome.
Oh, thank you. I'm usually in a stale room of carbon dioxide and severely lacking nutrients.
You saw
But
the-
I ate fruit and avocados. They got avocados all over the place there, and fruit and like
Dear
Try to
God.
smuggle any back.
no.
What's the fine for smuggling avocados?
The
Does
customs
anyone know?
guys scared the fuck out of me. These guys are so scary. They ask so many questions.
Does it make you fill out the little form like on
Yeah.
the plane on the way back? Like, do you have any
Yes.
pineapples in your bag?
yeah, it's frightening.
Where are the avocados?
What? It makes me feel like I'm smuggling something, even though I'm not. Like, the
Exactly.
guy
You're
was like,
is it not normal for people just to go on vacation? Because like they're
"No,
like,
apparently
we
not. They
know
treat
you were
every-
doing something down there, and you're like, bro, it's vacation, it's Cabo.
Yeah.
tan and healthy I am.
You know, on SpongeBob where it does like the high detail zoom and goes like,
No.
Sure.
come on,
I didn't
you
watch
know?
SpongeBob, but I can pretend. Yeah.
What?
We're a little older, ZChum.
We're a little bit older, ZChum.
Come on.
Yeah.
The classic scenes in SpongeBob where it like they draw one scene like super high detailed where it's like, don't you think I'm beautiful?
Oh, yeah,
and then it like
yeah, yeah,
zooms
yeah.
on him and it's like disgusting.
like
sure.
SpongeBob
Come
when
on,
he
can't
runs
you
out
see
of
I'm tan? And it's like Aqua just like radiating light.
yeah, just like crusty red swollen.
ZChum just thinks in memes.
Yeah,
we don't
he
have
does.
the same brain.
We don't have the same brain. Like I watched a little bit of SpongeBob, but it was like maybe every 20th episode, I might watch one. So it's not
I
like
watched it, yeah, but
I was the target demographic at my age.
yeah, you're a little bit younger. Yeah.
like I went from like cartoon, like kid cartoon watcher to like, you know, I think I was like in high school or like middle school, in going into high school when SpongeBob was
I
popular.
discovered my first meme watching SpongeBob, the SpongeBob movie. There's like this part in the SpongeBob movie where Patrick has like stockings on and he like leans back in a chair and pulls a cord and like water falls on him or something. And I was like, I looked at my mom, I was like, I don't get it. She's like, oh, it's a spoof. And I was like, what's a spoof? I don't get it. You know, they're making like the movie joke.
It's a meme, ZChum.
Yeah, it was my first exposure to it.
Your mom was like, "You stupid Zoomer, it's a meme."
Yeah, because like she was laughing at
you
it.
dip.
And I didn't understand why she was laughing. I was like, Patrick's in stockings. Is that why you're laughing? And she's like, no, it's a spoof like of another movie. And I was like, what?
ZChum wouldn't turn his camera on. We
I
should
have
have
a fever, okay?
we should have Ben put a picture of him from when we did the clap on. So it's like it's being on. You can see him anyway.
And just start throwing like SpongeBob memes in where his camera should be randomly, please. That'll really help us.
No. All right, let's pick a really handsome, healthy-looking picture of ZChum.
I was gonna purposely Photoshop like sunken eyes.
Oh, I was gonna pay someone to like Photoshop like you as the Sigma guy, you know?
Oh, the Chad.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Make him with a big chin. ZChum.
Yeah. Guys, I feel so healthy today. I am radiant. That's
ZChum
exciting though. Aqua, your little break.
Yeah, it was fun. I rode a jet ski.
I was gonna tell you, everyone thought that you were at the Streamer Awards, but you weren't.
No, I didn't get invited or nominated for anything. How was that, by the way? I heard some
very
stuff
cool.
about it. Was it cool?
It was
cool.
It was pretty cool, and what they did was amazing. Cutie Cinderella did it all, like set it up and did it, and it was really well. I think that there was like some awkwardness there, since if you look at everyone who won / was nominated, it's kind of in one group. I mean, 70% of the like who wins and stuff is based on voting from the, you know, from people online, but like that's even skewed because who advertised it?
The viewers of that are like the OTK group and like that little clique of like the real Twitch viewers who watch all those, you know.
Like there was a good variety of people. It wasn't just like friends, but it was like a lot of the same sort of communities and stuff, so you could tell.
It was like a little scuffed, but I still think the scuffness was fine because
it was really good for the first year too. Like she put the, you know, like whatever budget they had.
That's a super cool idea. Really, really awesome. I want to like watch some stuff on it. I totally missed it, but from what I did see, it looked awesome. Yeah, like really well done.
I like how Twitch like pretended it didn't even exist.
Well, that was the thing. It was independent. Yeah, it was independent.
Yeah, they had adult sponsors too. I think Fansly sponsored it.
Which Fansly?
It's like an OnlyFans type.
Is Fansly the one that's one of them is no nudity? Fan House or something House maybe.
Yeah, but Fansly is
nudity. Okay, I was gonna say one of them is specifically like we do not allow 18 plus. It's only tees and cosplay.
Not that I would know though, guys.
You know, I thought sorry, Decky, but I've
oh good.
I thought that OnlyFans did have like a monopoly. Now that you mention,
no, there's a couple. I mean, obviously anyone can make a website and sell pictures if they want. Like it's just whether you go through the legal fees of 18 plus.
Is the Twitch of the of that. I don't know what to call it. Of that.
What was the awards thing? I thought it was just like the Streamy Awards or whatever it is, where Dr. Disrespect wins something every year.
No. It's the Streamer Awards that this was put on by individuals that were actually in the community. TSM Cutie Cinderella, which is dating Ludwig and is in the OTK kind of and TSM kind of, and
They're in that clique.
the kind of clique that's like that. Yeah, and a lot of the awards were for other people outside, but a lot of the awards were for people inside, so it was kind of like weird. But most of the friend group
they did
is
like
big.
they did like the classic award show thing where it's
Mhm.
like they read the candidates and it like pans to them in the audience and they're all in
Yeah.
they're all wearing suits and then when they read the winner like all their friends like, yeah, you did it, and they stand up and the spotlight's on them and they walk up on stage to
Yeah.
accept it. And
It was like a
read
really
little
small
speech.
Oscars, but it was like
Yes.
super kind of small. It was good though for the first year. I
But it
think
was
that they
good.
could do
It was
something
really
crazy
good.
with it, as they go.
And I saw
saw
like
some-
pictures and stuff, but I thought it was just like the regular bullshit awards that they do every year. Yeah, I didn't
No,
realize
no.
it was like something different.
It was like an independent
cool.
one. Yeah, it was first year of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It had like a huge viewership too.
It almost
what I
reached
heard.
400,000. Yeah,
That's crazy.
like 380 was the peak or something like that. I actually pulled up a bunch of information.
That's
on
big.
this.
That sounds like the biggest stream ever. Actually,
like
had to be close.
Ninja and Drake.
I have the winners. Well, no, they have streams that go over 1 million. Like there's concurrent
Oh.
that go over 1 million by quite a bit.
Ninja had 616,000
Yeah.
when he was with Drake.
most viewed Twitch stream. Yeah.
Well, and then if you count League of Legends, they've had, well, depending on what you count, because I guess it's multiple ones. They've had over 1 mil, that kind of stuff. But like Jacksepticeye won one.
2.4 mil. Yeah.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye won one, which he's not really in that group. You've got Tyler won for the League of Legends, best League of Legends streamer. Lily Pichu, which is kind of like the offline TV, so it's kind of there. Code Miko won for VTuber. Disguised Toast, which is offline TV. Mango, which is a Smash guy, he won Smash Bros.
Mhm.
So like, there's some people outside the community, but then it's like
And it was the
fan, Asmongold, Ludwig won. Ms.
What
Kiff
did
was on there.
S-Fan win?
Best MMORPG streamer.
Oh,
Oh.
what did Asmund win?
That's best MMORPG streamer.
Oh, I said S-Fan.
Oh, sorry,
Asmund.
S-Fan. No, S-Fan was runner up for that. He was like nominated for that.
Oh,
but then
okay, cool.
Asmongold won it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them are MMO. There's FPS, which Shroud was
and
nominated.
it was the voted by the community, right?
70,
Like viewers.
70% is the viewers and 30% was like a panel. So they kind of weighted it mostly the viewers, but then also gave a little bit percentage to a panel, which I don't know who was on the panel.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
It looked
I
great.
saw some interviews that were kind of awkward on like red carpet interviews. They had those.
That's what,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were all commenting on it. And like it was palpable. Like, we're streamers, we're not used to, I mean, I wasn't there, but I would have been awkward as hell too. Like not used to being on a red carpet in nice clothes, being interviewed and shit, actually talking to people.
Yeah,
in
that's
real
so
life.
awesome.
I don't know
No,
who
it's
said
really
that.
awesome.
One of the people said that they just kept like covering up because they don't like pictures, and they had real photographers there, like people that they paid, that were I think traditional celebrity photographers that
fuck
came
that.
out to do it, and they were just like trying to take pictures like it was a celebrity thing. And these gamers were a little bit awkward. Some of them were like too much, like not, like, am I supposed to stand here and talk? Am I just stand and smile?
Wow, what a bunch of fucking losers, said the guy whose camera is off because he has a cold right now.
Yeah.
You look fine, ZChum.
I look like shit. I've been doing too much stress, I think my hair might all come out one day.
All right,
Who
you
cares?
and me, we're going back to Mexico.
We're gonna look good and we do not care.
It's changed Aqua. Look at him now.
I've been eating nutritious fruits and sun.
Yeah.
Sun makes you feel good. Damn.
It does. Did you do
Yeah.
anything else fun besides like jet ski?
That was the funnest thing. Did a little fishing,
Mhm.
which is kind of fun.
Have you ever jet skied
Kinda
before, Aqua?
helps once before. Yeah.
Uh,
It was very cool and very fast and very scary. That was my first time doing it in like the ocean. And the waves are cool. I was like bouncing and like I
Yeah.
like top like I caught some air a little bit.
Did they just let you take it and go rip it, or did you have like a guide?
Yeah. No, they were like, here.
I
They don't give a
noticed
shit
that-
about anything in Mexico. There's no safety, no regulations.
Yeah.
I noticed, like, Decky, you're so right about this. Like, when just like walking around in the city, like there's just you can just fall off of like a cliff. There's no like guard railings on stairs. There's nothing like that. You could just walk off something and die. And then they're always shoving tequila down your throat. I've never drank so much in my life.
Yeah.
I had a lot of mezcal. It was fun. It was really fun. Yeah, and you can you get drunk and you fall off of stairs. that's
wonderful.
It's good. I was looking for the Shock Man, Decky, who walks around
no
with
Shock Man.
I didn't see a Shock Man.
That's a regional,
Yeah,
a local
Probably.
thing.
Yeah.
It probably is. I saw a Shock Guy in a video the other day, but the video is like a movie, but the movie is based in Mexico City. It might.
yeah.
That's a good question. It probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. The jet ski was very cool. Guys, when we go on our cruise, jet skis. We'll race or
I
something.
noticed the same thing when I went on a cruise and I like booked a jet ski thing, and it was like through Royal Caribbean. So of course they have like a guide, and all the jet skis are like limited in how fast they can go, and they like hold your hand and they're like, "Don't go too far that way. Stay behind
'cause
these
that's an
buoys."
American company.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got to Cozumel, and we were like just like out on our own going around Cozumel in Mexico. And there was a guy who was like, $10, take the jet ski out, $10. And I was
don't
like,
give a shit. If you have money, you can do whatever you want. Like,
we were like,
it's really
okay,
funny.
all right, dude, that jet ski was like unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Hey, speaking of the streamer awards, I saw on Twitter as well that Dr. Disrespect on Twitch squashed their beef or settled or something. I wonder how that lawsuit turned out.
Well, it looks like it didn't go. Yeah, they dropped it.
Well, they probably settled.
They settled some way, but they dropped. Yeah, it's completely dropped.
Neither
They
party
settled.
admitted any wrongdoing.
Right. So they
They
came
dropped
to a
it.
financial settlement, I'm sure.
Well, he was suing them. Correct.
He was suing them, so
Yeah.
They paid out.
they could have either paid out, or he could have just realized, oh, I don't have enough to actually bring this to court. I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah, but I feel like he probably had enough to take it to court.
I don't
be
know.
honest.
He's represented by CAA, which is a giant company that protects people, and I do not know. I think that if it was something, I don't know what the settlement is. I'm sure he must have something happened.
Isn't it usually public?
Jesus.
Like when someone gets banned, doesn't Twitch say the
No.
reason why, or they never do?
No.
Not really. No.
So it's the person who
And
usually
only
says.
very rarely will Twitch actually let the person know why they were banned.
Yeah, which is really
Yeah,
shitty.
normally
but it's-
everybody just kind of has an idea, I
Yeah.
think, and so that's why people are always like, "This is why who so and so got
Okay.
banned because they pulled out
Yeah.
their dick."
And
But-
you stuck your finger down your throat and threw up on your keyboard.
Vomited everywhere.
I think legally it's easier for Twitch not to tell you.
Yeah,
There's less for
no,
you to come
100
after them.
100%.
Comparison to other people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say maybe he didn't have enough because of that reason.
Right.
Like it's their website; they can ban you if they want.
Yeah, I guess technically they can just ban you for fun.
Yeah,
Right.
Technically, I believe in the terms and the contracts that you sign, they can ban you for any reason. They're allowed to
any
remove
time,
you
for
from
any
the
reason.
platform for any time and any reason. And that's kind
Yeah.
of what most people do. You can't, there is some legality about that. I think that if it's your livelihood and you make money for them and you're an independent contractor for them, which is all streamers are, they can't remove you for any reason, quote unquote. They have to pay out what's owed and stuff, and then they can remove you.
Right.
So there's a little bit of stuff that protects you, but not much. Let's be honest.
Mm.
And most people don't have enough money to sue Twitch. So that's another thing.
I hope it comes out one day. I bet it'll be like 10 years from now.
It's gonna be
it will
boring
eventually.
bullshit or
I
just
know.
like contracts. It's not gonna be like he fucked somebody's daughter at like the fucking board. Like that'd be
Maybe.
so sick, dude.
What
I
it'll
wish.
probably come out is he was looking at doing something when he wasn't allowed to, like looking at new deals that he wasn't allowed to because he was still technically signed with Twitch, so he wasn't allowed to talk to someone else. Or it's something dumb where he did something illegal, but it didn't come out publicly, and Twitch
Yeah, but I
knew
don't know if
about
that'd
it.
be a ban. I mean,
Well, that's the thing. If Twitch finds out about it, I don't know. Like Twitch can technically get rid of him if it's something actually illegal, but like if it doesn't go public, it's kind of like they also can't.
But, like
say
you
that.
gotta think,
one day.
why would Twitch want to get rid of him?
Yeah, I
Because
don't
for
know.
something like that, it seems like they'd just be like, "What the fuck?" Handle that outside instead of
Yeah,
like
'cause it-
publicly banning.
I-
That's the part that makes me
'cause
have a
Twitch-
little bit of hope.
Yeah, Twitch like is really lenient with like the big money
big
makers
creators,
on their
they do anything they
platform.
can to keep those dudes like.
Yeah, they
from-
ban people like 6, 7, 8. Amaranth's been banned like 6 times, hasn't she?
That's why I thought it was a contract dispute.
Yeah, okay, it might have been that.
I thought it was a thing where like he talked to someone else and maybe he wanted to start his own streaming platform or something dumb, and he started investigating that kind of stuff when he was under contract and couldn't.
Yeah. It's got to
don't
be
know.
something substantial at least. Well, we'll probably never know, sadly.
Never know. Another mystery never solved.
So Kings informed me that a lot of people thought I was dead because I hadn't been on stream for what 7 days.
There was a couple comments.
days.
Put up that tweet so late.
Why wouldn't
Yeah, I
like
did.
no Aqua and I before he left? I said, please do like your last stream at least. Do like the whole thing, like title it, like do the whole thing where people know.
I told them.
Almost no one knew that he was leaving. Like,
Whoops. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't. I don't know. Whatever. I did send out the tweet late. I kind of forgot.
yeah.
He's too busy
But-
riding jet skis.
Exactly. He was
Yes.
riding a jet ski and in the middle of the ocean, he was like, wait a minute, did I ever send that tweet? Fucking runs over a dolphin or something, kills it.
Yeah, I was riding a fucking porpoise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait a second, let me send this tweet. Let people know. But yeah, whoops. Sorry, guys, I'm fine. Actually, I realize this is the first full week off that I've had since 2016.
Yeah.
Like I'd traveled before and stuff, but I always brought like editing with me. I would edit on the plane, edit like, in a hotel or wherever I was always like uploading to YouTube at least.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that this time with Kings' help. Thank you, Kings. So
Yeah, because you put out
That
a
was
Rust
nice.
video while you were gone.
Yeah, we did some
queued it
scheduling.
up, ready to go,
Yeah.
scheduled that bitch.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it was good.
That worked out. Because like I think it is, since I've started working with Aqua, I think the longest was like 4 days or something, maybe that was the maximum off. So
Yeah. Yeah, about 4 days.
yeah.
So while Aqua was gone, I had the worst day of my life, and I already told Kings about it and showed Kings the photo.
Oh,
he already
yes.
saw it.
Oh.
But I purposely didn't tell you guys in the gamer hole chat so I could tell you
Mm.
live. While you were gone, Aqua,
Because I was gone. Is that why you had
No,
the
it has
hardest
nothing to
worst
do.
day?
Nothing- I mean, yeah.
I mean, that couldn't have helped.
Yeah.
Aqua, while you were gone jet skiing and I was unable to contact you for 13 minutes, it became the worst day of my life. I started feeling kind of sick, right? I woke up, I was feeling, this is like right when my current illness like started, and I was supposed to drive for 3 hours to go to a doctor's appointment. I was going to get another EMG done. So I wake up and I'm like feeling like shit, and Katie runs in and she's like, "It's an emergency. Something's wrong with the toilet. I don't know what's going on." And it's like 7 a.m. or something. And she's also got like, she took the day off from school, from teaching, and she's having like a kid in her classroom is having like an emergency, and the substitute's trying to get a hold of her, and she runs in and she's like, "Oh my God, Zach, I don't know what's happening." And I just feel like fucking death. And I'm like, what, huh? What? She's like, "The toilet. I don't know. It's the toilet." And the toilet, for some reason, had like broken, like the wax seal that connects your toilet like to the tube under the floor, like between the
shit,
toilet
yeah.
and the floor. When it would like flush, it would just like dump out around the rim, or not around the rim, around like where the toilet meets the floor, right? It would just seep out and flood the bathroom.
That had to
So-
be a piping issue too, no?
Right, so something must have clogged so that the water built
Yeah.
up enough to bust the wax seal. But that wax seal was like going since we bought the house, to be honest. That thing was, every now and then you'd smell like sewage for a second and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that
I had
wax
that
seal."
same I had that same problem.
Yeah,
Actually.
so I'm like totally fucked. We have to leave in like 30 minutes to go to like my doctor's appointment 3 hours away. I'm just like super spent, and now our one toilet in the house doesn't fucking work. So it's like freezing and raining outside. You gotta go like piss in the yard. I'm like I'm having like a devastating day. And so the next day the plumber comes, right? And I'm like, usually I'd like try to take care of this, but I'm just like really kind of sick lately. Thanks so much for coming. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And so I'm like laying on the couch in the living room, and the plumber and his son go in the bathroom, and I hear him like dismantle the toilet and move it off to the side, and then I just hear him go like, whoa. And his son like starts laughing, and I'm like, oh, they must have like found the problem. And then the plumber comes out in the living room, and he's like, you want to come take a photo of this? I'm like, what the fuck is going on in there that he wants to know if I want to take a photo of it? And I grab my phone and I go in. I'm like, this better be crazy, right? I grab my phone and I go in, and his son is holding this up over the wax seal had totally gone, by the way, but this is the reason why. Any second now, it's gonna send in the Discord, and you're gonna see it.
What the fuck?
What is that?
I know,
Is that a
right?
chicken?
He literally looked at me and was like, I have never seen anything like this in my entire life.
What is that? Is that an animal?
I don't know.
It definitely looks like, and we'll put the picture up on. So remember, Ben. It definitely looks like some sort of animal mixed with something. Like,
Yeah, it looks like
Is
it's
that- fucking weird.
a featherless chicken.
It's just hair.
He said it was like some sort of hair and root system, like the two combined.
Mm.
It's gotta be. That's probably like just the hair of every resident who's ever lived there.
Since
What
1950.
was the smell
Yeah.
like?
Oh, it was fine. It didn't really smell at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
I can smell it just from the picture. I feel like.
Dude, my toilet has never flushed as good. And it's like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
No, I
the
wonder why.
amazing part. That's insane. Yeah, that's disgusting.
my
Especially
toilet
the
would get
plumber
clogged
reaction.
sometimes just from like a piece of toilet paper sometimes. And it would be like, well, time
Ooh.
to plunge this fucking thing. Now, dude, it just rockets when I flush it. Oh my god.
Like an industrial toilet. I love that.
I've been flushing down golf balls for days. Just
Dude, it was without a doubt like one of the worst days of my life. Like, I was like getting sick. I had to travel in like 30 minutes, and all of a sudden the toilet is fucking broken, and like, just it sucked.
Good
I don't
thing
know.
you didn't have to take a.
Oh.
No, I did.
Oh.
That's why it
That's
sucked so
also
much.
why it was the worst day.
I kind of totally skipped that part, but
yeah.
I like, dude, it was freezing outside and it was pouring and there was still snow on the ground and it was like 25 degrees.
ZChum's
And I was-
taking a shit outside.
And I was like, look, if the weather was like nicer, I would go like dig a hole in the backyard or something, right? But
Yeah.
the weather was not nicer, and I was like, I looked at Katie and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom before we leave. I have to. Like, I knew what was gonna happen. I would take a shit and I would flush it, and it was gonna just pour out on the floor. And I knew it would happen.
Oh god.
And I just did it anyway.
What? This does
I
not
can't believe
seem
you
like if you know it's going to happen, you would do it anyway, ZChum. This does not seem like this is a
Yeah, just get the garbage
logical
bin.
mindset.
Look, we had to leave in literally 2 minutes, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I
Shit in the garbage.
Just might as well shit on the fucking floor.
wasn't thinking, okay? The majority of it went down.
Why even include the middleman?
Just shit right on the floor. Do you have a cat? Just go right in the litter box. That'll be
I've had a
better.
fever, okay? I've had a fever for like a week. I don't know.
The main part went down, I get it. But in my head, it was just like your shit in the toilet just comes out from the side.
No,
All of
the
it.
main. main part.
Just the poop water came out. It was no big deal.
Yeah, it was mostly covering my floor in shit water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so having shit water spread and seep into every orifice of your bathroom, or just one contained shit on the floor? I'd rather just shit on the floor.
Yeah.
And the gamer hole went back to shitting. And
Always talk about shit.
Now there's still shit in the crevices of your bathroom, ZChum.
I don't know if you can see on that photo, but there's like one of our like really nice towels down there on the floor because I was in like such a panic.
You just
Oh,
threw it
that was
down.
just like-
Yeah.
It does look like a nice towel. It's
That was
got like a ribbon on the edge and everything.
Yeah. Oof.
It was like really thick. It was like a really good towel, and I was just like, well, never gonna use this towel again.
what
Dang.
what is y'all's towel situation? Actually, I already know it. You guys all have multiple towels. I have one towel.
I was gonna say, you know mine, yeah.
Bachelor scenario, huh?
Mm.
Kings has lots of towels. We all had a towel when we were there.
I
have a lot of
mean,
towels.
You guys use the guest towels. I have my towels as well, but I mean, I think I have. We have 3 towels that we use regularly because girls need 2 towels for some reason. But we have 3 towels that we use regularly, and then we just rotate them out every couple of days with another
ZChum,
set.
you're gonna have more towels soon after your
I
wedding.
know, dude.
Yeah.
We've been holding off on buying so.
That is,
Yeah, you're gonna have so much junk.
Our
that-
house is crumbling. Like all our pans are gross. All of our like glasses are disgusting, and we're like, no, we have to wait just a few more months.
Listen, Decky, anyone watching short on towels, all you have to do is get married.
Yeah.
And you will have so many fucking towels, you won't know what to do with them.
Yes.
It's like when you tell people that you're gonna go to college. It's the same thing. There's items that people might buy you or give you because they want to
Yeah.
get rid of them. And if you just tell them you're like going to college or you have a special occasion or marriage or moving into a new place or bought a house, you're just gonna get a bunch of these like random items. Like I think I have so many wooden spoons because I think like
Oh man,
Yeah.
I've been using the
I think
same.
I got you a wooden spoon.
yeah, like because I think what happened was like the realtor gave me wooden spoons. The bank that I did it through gave me wooden spoons. Like all these
Yep.
places, just it's easy item for them to give you.
They all were like, "You're gonna need these."
And you've been carving your own.
And then also I've been carving some wooden spoons. Yeah, it's like a weird item, but yeah, like that's perfect. You just tell people you're doing something, and they'll get you stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had
Even
the
if you're
same,
not,
like
you know what?
pans since college.
Gamer Hole members, just tell people that you're moving into a new place every once in a while. Like if you don't see them for a long time, just be like, "Oh yeah, I got a new place I'm moving into," and then see if they give you a gift.
Yeah, if you need like a new pot
Mm-hmm.
or like new forks and knives.
Forks
or
and knives.
And I
towels.
just moved into this new place, and my current GPU is like not cutting it anymore. I don't know if you have like an extra one or.
Well, speaking of GPUs, do we want to talk about that Artisan
Oh,
build?
I'd love
yes,
to talk
we
about
do.
that.
Yes, we do. So let me start. Because I went on this rant about affiliates and other people being little bitches on my stream, and I didn't really understand the situation. I thought that he was just on there being all like, yeah, we don't want to affiliate with people that have like 3 viewers, so we're not going to do it because you guys don't make us any money. And I thought people were just being super entitled, being all like,
No.
oh,
I
that's
deserve
not
to be
fair. We have
affiliated.
to all be treated like we're big popular streamers and we all should get
Right.
sponsorships.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Well, I was like, who the fuck's this entitled? Like, yeah, you're not going to make them any money. They're not going to partner with you.
Yeah.
And then after I went on a big rant about that, I was like, and then I really understood that like the girl like won it, and he was all like, nah.
Okay, so
Oh, she won it?
so let me give the situation out because
Oh, I thought he was just being extra rude
No.
about it.
So-
And
Clue.
which he was. But
so everyone, I think
won
everyone's
it.
everyone's done articles on this because they were huge in Tarkov. One of the first people that they did was Clean, and then Aqua's done it later, and people did it like that. Back before they got into these big affiliate grind. Then they went to do this affiliate grind, which essentially was they accepted everyone and almost everyone because they wouldn't give them anything. They would only give them money off from a PC, which essentially was just their markup. and then you would, you know, advertise
Even
for
then,
them.
they even wouldn't even do that for some people.
Correct.
For most affiliates,
it was really predatory what they did.
yeah, most
Anyways.
affiliates, they only made money if somebody clicked the link in their bio and bought a
Yeah.
computer, and even then, they were only going to make like $10 every time
Yeah.
somebody bought like $1,000 computer. So
Right.
it's free
So
advertising.
if you
Essentially,
guys don't
Good
know what happened
tactic.
here, you guys should go watch like other people that did full videos that broke it down. But just the gist of it is they accepted these people into their affiliate program. Part of being an affiliate was you got a chance to win different things, and they would do raffles on stream. And they've accepted all these people already. So this woman, this girl that won, that's a streamer, she was already an affiliate with them. She already has been advertising for them for 3 months. And then she wins the computer in the lottery system. And then he decides to change sort of the rules, which, by the way, this is illegal. It's
and
not,
that's the
not
clip
allowed.
that went around.
Yeah,
right?
that's the
This is
clip.
illegal. Like
Okay.
you're not allowed to do that. When you do giveaways, they have to be giveaways. They can't be a lottery system because only states in the United States, only states and 401cs or whatever some charity things can do lotteries, but most things has to be a giveaway. You can't make a barrier of entry unless it's free barrier of entry. And this was, you had to give value in order to be in there. And then he switched it after making the rules beforehand and publishing the rules. He switched it, and she didn't win because he didn't make her any money. And he was a douchebag how he did it too. Like he was an
Yeah.
absolute douchebag
he
to
was
everyone.
a huge dick
That clip
about
was
it.
so much better once I understood it. At first,
Yeah.
I thought he's just hating on affiliates, and I was all like, but like once that clip came out, like, and I understood
Yeah.
it, and he's got his like jacket on, and he's over there just like ripping
And
into her.
there's
That
the
was so good.
reroll.
Yeah. And again,
Fuck
I think that a
you.
lot of people insulted him for how he looks and like how he was, and that's besides the point. I think that him being a douchebag is way more important than him wearing that dumb jacket.
He
that
could
people-
have.
Yeah.
He
Well,
did
just
not need
added
to say
his
it that
entire
way.
attitude on
Right,
top of it. It was like the
showed
perfect.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like,
could have just as easily been like, well, I aside from the fact that she won it, I didn't even know
She
about
won
that
clear-
until
yeah.
now.
She clearly
so,
won too. It wasn't even like a
So just taking that out, what I assumed had happened was someone suggested they, partner with so and so in the
No.
chat, and he was looking them up on live. So
already-
that's what I figured was happening, and in which case I did think to myself, he said that in the worst possible way. He could have just been like, okay, yeah, we could check that out, and then just leave it at that. Like you don't need to like
I think
Right,
I think
instead he like shit on
destroy
her.
someone publicly
We're
like
like,
that.
I
We're
tweeted
apart.
about this. I tweeted about this because we have worked with them in the past, and when before they started doing some predatory practices or some practices that looked sketchy, and then we got the fuck out because they grew too big and then they wanted to make as much money as they could. But no, what I put was, if you're gonna have to like analyze people's numbers to see what kind of return on investment you'll get as a business, do that privately. Don't fucking like ridicule and hurt this person personally just because when you're in a business, like, yes, he has to worry about return on investment, but you don't do that publicly like that, especially since he already put her in the affiliate program and then decided to change the rules.
Yeah, it's just
Come
a
on.
dick.
It's
The
just a
dude's
dick move. Yeah.
Same thing kind of happened with me. You think
What-
about it a little bit.
So
we kind of agreed on something, and then something else kind of happened. Like after a couple months, when they,
we can talk about this.
Yeah,
They've
they
run
don't
out of money,
exist
so
anymore.
they're not gonna sue us.
And they don't exist anymore.
And they don't
we
exist.
don't have to say anything specific, but
we're not going to say, but when we did the deal, it was supposed to be 2 months before we actually got the computer. And what happened was other streamers got signed, which they felt
bigger
was,
streamer.
right, which they felt was a better opportunity, and they decided not to give us priority on a lot of the equipment or
And-
time.
and some items that were
Right. They just
discussed. I essentially did not receive some things that I had been told I would be receiving.
Yeah.
But
I think
whatever.
Pastilli ordered like 10 PCs with custom wraps on them.
20 I think.
20, yeah.
They still owe him 10, and I think that they've insolvent, which is really a problem with the system as well, in the fact that the CEO is probably going to get off pretty scot-free if he can get some good lawyers, because it's going to be hard to sue him personally.
Yeah.
They're going to go after the company, and the company's just going to dissolve, and it's just going to be a hard thing to really get your money back.
I don't think anybody's getting any money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be really tough for people to get their money back if they paid for computers.
Yeah, no one's getting money back.
Yeah,
I think
it's a really sad situation, actually, how he personally misdid it.
Well, it's pretty clear what he was trying to do, right? He wants to give the PC to the biggest person possible, so that they'll be all, oh my god, thank you, Artisan Builds, thank you so much.
He wants the good publicity, but he doesn't want to put any money out. Which also was how he did the computer builds too. He would, he would give computers to people that he partnered with, and he would eat some of the cost, but a lot of the cost would be on the viewers because he would upgrade the computer.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realized that until, well, we didn't realize it until we saw how badly it was. We knew that they were going to do like donations to write your name on the thing and to upgrade the computer. But what we thought was, it was like, to upgrade maybe a couple colored fans or a couple things here and there.
Right. It was every single component.
It was every single piece of thing. And I think that we generated Aqua generated one of the top donations during the stream, and it was like $1,500 together. So they essentially didn't really have to give much to.
Yeah, they didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah,
it started as a pretty baseline PC. I mean, they did include.
It was really hard
GPU.
to get. Yeah, the GPUs were really hard to get.
We have to earn the GPU.
No, we got the GPU. Yeah, it was.
We got a
GPU. We got a GPU. Maybe.
No, it was just when companies start out doing really well or with a good mindset and good ideas, eventually money comes involved, and some people can't understand that, and they see like, I can see dollar signs, I'm going for it. And then the company turns into fucked up. 6 months, a year down the line, you get this.
Or it's just run by an asshole.
Right. And that's usually what happens. If the CEO or the people in the head are assholes, this is what happens. Like, eventually they see dollar signs and they become assholes, and they go for the dollar signs and they screw people.
I want a new car. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're if you're a CEO of a company like that, and you are buying new Teslas and being an asshole and not paying taxes, it just shows how much of an asshole you are. Because everyone who worked for that company is out of a job, and most of them probably have nothing to do with the higher ups. And from what I heard the stories of, and One Peg reported, he was getting loans from some of the workers to pay for some of the parts because he didn't pay, like he didn't have the rights in California anymore. So he had to pay cash for all the supplies. He couldn't do the net 30, net 45 thing, which is you pay in 30 days after you get the product. So they didn't even give credit to him anymore, and he had to get loans from people that worked for him. So I feel bad for the workers as well, and anyone who bought stuff and didn't get it.
That's fucked.
But I think there's a lot of people in this industry that are just fucked, like corporate greed and assholes that are running it. That's all.
Well,
I'm glad we updated on that. But yeah, I'm glad we did talk about that, because I was totally wrong about it. I felt so bad.
Honestly, I heard. At first, I was like, well, that makes sense. They wouldn't want to invest in, someone that wouldn't return on their investment.
Right. Yeah.
But like, it's much more than that.
They were already accepted. That's the problem. They already were affiliates with them.
Yes.
So it's not like,
I didn't get that at first either.
I love when like total assholes think they're like untouchable, and then their entire like
everyone does
livelihood just crumbles around them. Dude, this guy went in like the span of a week from owning like an arguably successful like computer company.
Very successful.
I mean, if you look at like his taxes, I mean,
if it was done correctly,
something was going on.
If it was done correctly and he didn't spoil, I'm sure all the money is going to be gone, and it's somewhere that no one can find or something, or he just spent it. But yeah, if he would have paid taxes and had a correct thing, it would be a pretty good company with a pretty good name.
When in just like the course of a week, from him just like thinking he was like hot shit and he could say whatever he wants, to just being like pummeled and beaten into the earth. Like,
I'm glad that my deal with them ran out long before all this happened. Honestly, we didn't re-up because a lot of weird stuff that
what's going on?
They fell short on a lot of things, and it was just kind of like a weird relationship. So
good call.
renew.
Right, and there's been other creators that have come to me and asked, and we didn't like nothing like this happened. That nothing was public like this of how bad it was to us, but it just was like weird things that happened that Aqua and and other people were like, this is kind of weird. I don't really want to be a part of this anymore. And then we left.
It was weird behind the scenes,
right? But it wasn't like illegal or anything crazy.
No,
but it was just like we felt slighted sometimes.
It just didn't get a great feeling.
So we just left
from it. Yeah.
You guys like Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
That was the biggest thing for me. I missed the game all week so much. I can't wait to play it more.
Dude, you've been telling me for years, Aqua. Well, you've been telling me for about a year now. You've been telling me you gotta play Dark Souls. You're gonna love Dark Souls, ZChum. And every single time you tell me to play a game, I look at it and I go, that doesn't look like it's for me. And then I get like hopelessly addicted to it for like a year afterwards.
Yeah.
Every single time.
That's every game ZChum plays.
Yeah.
It's not for me, and then he's addicted to it.
Have I been wrong once, ZChum?
No, every single time you've
I know.
Aqua's like that too, though, in a lot of ways. Like, I think a lot of gamers are like that. Unless you play it or kind of learn it.
Because
you kind of like, you're like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I'm used to like Rust, Tarkov, like first person shooter, looter shooter type games. And then I see this like third person over the shoulder, like, casting magic spells and using our swords. And I'm like, I don't know about that. And then, dude, I was streaming Tarkov for a couple hours and I started feeling really sick. And I was like, I think I'm going to get off, guys. And then I realized I had Elden Ring downloaded for like a week. I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll just like chill and I'll plug in my controller and I'll try Elden Ring. And I streamed for another 6 hours. I could not stop.
Yeah.
Dude, I spent like, I think an hour and a half making the stupidest looking fucking character I could.
That's just part of the fun.
Just to cover his face up with a giant fucking mask. The prisoner, dude.
Yeah. The prisoner mask is such a meme.
It's so silly looking, dude.
Yeah, with the one eye.
Oh my god, he looks like a little alien.
Look at Decky. He's no Elden Ring
out.
man.
Yeah.
Can I just say that Elden Ring, the one thing that's better than Dark Souls is the fact that I think it gives more options to players. Like I think that Dark Souls is straightforward and you have to kind of play it the way. But I mean, Krendor, which is someone that like an OG YouTuber that I used to watch and I still watch now, he's doing a no combat run of Elden Ring just to see what he can do. I mean, there's obviously you can't really do the whole thing, but he, once you get the horse, which he got his chat to help him get the horse without swinging his sword, and then he just runs around and goes to new areas and like runs past things, and then he can summon stuff. So he like summons people and fights and like just runs around while they fight. And just like weird stuff like that.
You know that guy in the beginning with the flowers who like says you don't have any maidens or whatever?
Yeah, maiden.
That pissed me off. I was like, who's this fucking guy? So I start like, I swipe at him, right? I'm like, fuck you. So I like stab him. And he beat the shit out of me for like an hour and a half. This guy.
You can kill anyone in those games.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I thought he was like a pivotal NPC, and I wouldn't be able to kill him. And as like a joke, I'd be like, "No maidens. Who's got no maidens now?" And I like start beating the shit out of him.
And then he killed you,
dude. He kills me, and I'm like, "Okay, that was a mistake." I respawn, and he just charges at me again. I'm like, "Oh no." Is there like an earlier save I can do?
No.
Yep. So
those games are hardcore like that. That dude is like the Tanner from high school of like the Middle Ages.
I got
maidenless.
I started like learning, right? It took, dude, I fought him for an hour and a half until I finally understood like, oh, you have to like roll away when he does this, and you have to like block this when he does this.
Every
And-
fight is like a puzzle game, like a
Yes,
tempo,
dude, that's
like
what
a
it
tempo
is.
game. Yeah, it's so fun.
Every fight's like a little puzzle, and when you hit it
Yeah.
right, and your like brain switches off, and you're just like, your muscle memory starts taking
Yeah.
over, and you see like the sword move one way, and you're like, oh, I better roll this way without even thinking about it. Oh man, the dopamine hit is insane.
ZChum, a good game is a good game.
Yeah,
you
it's a
know, it
good
doesn't
game.
matter what it looks like or
I know, I'm
if
starting
those
to realize
mechanics
that.
are there, it's good.
Yeah,
And that's a good one.
I
I
then
think you should play.
I then spent 4 hours fighting the tree sentinel.
Wait, Decky, didn't you play for a little bit and then you said, "Fuck this shit"? You haven't touched
Yeah,
it.
you should.
No,
play it, Decky.
I might like
Okay.
set some fucking stupid goal, play it like a couple of months
It's
from now. It's
pretty-
not as popular. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I-
more
I don't want
digestible
to,
than
but
other
if I'm
Souls games.
desperate, I might do it.
I think it's way easier for everyone.
I was
than Souls games.
able to like pick it
Well,
up. So
for
It's not-
viewers and players. I think it's
it's not-
better.
It's not
Yeah.
easier. I actually think it's harder. Like,
Well, I'm
the
not talking about
fights are harder.
difficulty. I just meant like to
it's
get
easier to
into.
digest.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For both viewers and streamers, I think it's easier to like if you've
Yeah.
never played a Dark Souls game, this is the one to kind of play.
I saw this.
I've played them. And like they're okay. I just don't enjoy it. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
So
Right,
it's not
so-
like
Decky,
so like this one I'd probably have fun for a few days, but then I think after 2 days I'd be like, I don't want to touch
can I
this
ask
again.
you something? Which one did you try?
Dark Souls 1 and Sekiro.
Okay.
I loved Dark Souls 1 until my stuff got corrupted.
Wait, was
and that kind of turned me
Sekiro,
off the entire thing.
Was that a Dark
It's,
Souls?
it's not
game?
a FromSoft, but it's the same.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
from
it's just
Software.
one of their shitty titles.
Okay. I thought it was
Dark Souls 2
Oh,
and Sekiro. Like, there's like a thing. Like every other release from them is like one is bad, and then the next one's really good. Sekiro was one of the bad ones.
Oh,
People
what
say.
is Neo the one I'm thinking of? Neo's not by them.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
yeah.
Sorry. Neo's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah. But yeah, they're
I didn't realize that.
So yeah, I tried Dark Souls 3
mhm.
at
People love
first,
that one,
like
yeah.
just on my own, and I had no idea what the hell was with Souls games, and they're hard to digest at first. Like even the menuing is weird. Everything's weird. It's hard to figure out like how to equip items and everything, and like it just didn't like click. And then like I picked up Dark Souls Remastered, and I had such an adventure. My God, I love those games. I'm so glad I play them.
I
You
love
should
it.
really try again, Decky. Elden Ring is a good one to start with. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I love it.
At one point, my main complaint is like if I play single player games, they have to have a really good storyline. Like The Witcher 3, I liked.
Dude, Elden
Hellblade, I
Ring's
loved.
got a poop eater in it. What do you mean?
And if there's not a storyline, then I'm not engaged to play, and that's why I just play multiplayer. If I'm playing for gameplay aspects, I'll do multiplayer. If I'm doing single player, it needs to have storyline. And everybody was all like, "Decky." Well, you have there people that are like, Dark Souls games do have storyline. Fuck you. No, they don't. And they're like, no, there's actually lore if you pay. Give me a goddamn break. Stop trying to
dude,
lie to
It's not
yourself.
super clear.
was
Elden
so
Ring's more clear.
enticed by
Well, no,
Elden
that-
Ring's like startup sequence. It's like here's the dung eater and the deathbed maiden and all these like really just like freaky fucking creatures. And I was like, when do I meet them?
Yeah.
Where are they?
They don't give you a lot. They give you a
Where's the poop?
very vague outline, and there's a dung eater, and you're like, ooh, what's
Dude,
that?
the world is so just like dark and like
Yeah.
despaired and just tragic. It's
Oh, God,
And
you
that's
got to
the
play
thing.
Dark Souls 1.
If Dark Souls had had a good storyline, and they easily could have put one in.
It's there though, Decky. It like unravels as you play.
I
And
played almost all
you
of Dark Souls
feel
1.
it.
Bullshit my ass
You like
storyline.
feel it. You feel it. It like
It's
absorbs
just- you're
through
just
you without
starting
you
to get
realizing.
desperate, and you don't know why. You're just like, this sucks. But my entire thing was Elden Ring was leading up to, and everybody was like, it's gonna be so good. I was like, yeah, maybe it'd be cool if they had a storyline this time. They're all like, but we have George R.R. Martin. I was like, give me a fucking break. That's like Ubisoft putting fucking doggone Tom Clancy on their fucking title. Yeah, I was like, he didn't do shit for this, and everybody's like, you just wait. And then I've heard that it does have more of a storyline, but
It does. Yeah.
so it's like,
vague.
no, I'll try it eventually, but I'm in no hurry.
Dude, I wish I was an author, so some game company could come to me and be like, "Can we pay you to use your name and you actually don't do anything?" You know,
Yeah,
like
George R.R. Martin came up with, instead of calling it Estus flasks, it's tears of whatever the fuck.
And the dung
and
eater.
instead of the dung eater. That was definitely him.
Totally a George R.R. Martin character.
I'm gonna make someone who eats their own shit, and then I'm gonna make siblings who bone.
He's gonna have a huge cock. He's gonna have a huge dick.
Yeah, that's him. It's a fucking pervert.
Huge
That guy.
dick made out of more dung. He has to eat the dung to sustain himself.
He's gonna eat his own shit and then fuck his sister, and then some other guy is gonna see it and get pushed out of a window.
yeah. Is that what happened with this, or did he actually have some sort of story that he gave?
Nobody
them?
knows.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Because like a lot of writers do have like brainstormed out or like ideas that they have that's very rudimentary, but they have it out and they could just sell that to someone, and maybe that's what happened.
Yeah. There's
maybe-
one thing I do know, and it's the sponsor of today's episode, Manscaped.
That was good.
That's one thing I do know. I'm gonna not do this ad read any justice because I'm sick. Splish splash, I was taking a bath and I noticed I have beautiful balls. Our friends at Manscaped, the global leaders in below the waist hygiene, are turning men's shower dreams into their favorite routine with the all-new Ultra Premium collection. This all-in-one hygiene skin and hair bundle is designed to upgrade the everyday man's shower routine from head to toe. Your skin, hair, and balls deserve this. Save big by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code GAMERHOLE. That's GAMERHOLE, no space. 20% off and free shipping. Thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you, ZChum.
And get a shirt when you're at it to actually have mine on.
Nice.
Oh yeah, look at that. I think I
Speaking of
lost my
games-
T-shirt. I don't know where it went. I gotta find that
Guys,
thing. Sorry, go ahead.
We're an hour into recording, and I only have 3 things crossed off of my list of like 20. So
That's fine.
Let's go another hour.
we're gonna have to go 3 hours.
I can't go 3 hours.
You can. You can.
I'm sorry.
For one, I'm pumped. Mortal Online's dead. Number
Yeah.
2,
Bummer.
We knew that was gonna happen.
It lasted
Lasted
longer than
longer,
I thought
yeah.
it will. It would,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a solid month extra. I thought I was getting 2 weeks out of that shit.
Yeah.
But
For
very
a
good
while
time.
there, I saw for a while there you were like one of the top Mortal streamers too.
He
There's
usually
like 10 people, so it's not that hard.
Right. When dying games happen, Decky takes over and he takes the
Yeah.
top spot, but it's always a dying game.
Becky is a
Yeah.
top
This was-
streamer.
This is like Radical Heights. All
Radical
over.
Heights,
It's like every
SOS.
other game I
Yeah.
play.
Fucking what's that one with the Zeppelins and stuff?
World's Adrift, yeah.
World's Adrift. Yeah.
Starbase, everything. There's a long list. I just like really shitty games. I can't help it. Like, that's what I love.
Yeah.
And games that are not meant for streaming, and so nobody wants to stream them, and I'm
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's where it is. The multiplayer aspect of games that are just going to get stream sniped like crazy. You play and no one else wants to deal with it.
Exactly. But the Cycle open beta coming in Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
I'm pumped about that.
Yeah. Or the
Not
day
tomorrow, the
people
next
are
day.
watching this.
Or Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday.
No, today's Monday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Wednesday.
It's out on the 16th. I don't know what that is.
Wednesday.
The day people are watching the members only episode, it comes out.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
Me
I
too.
like
It's all
that.
I want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And I
gonna be
believe-
fun.
I believe it goes. This beta will go until what is it?
April 10th, I think.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that.
shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah.
It's quite a long one. Yeah.
Closed beta 2, baby.
But yeah, I'm pumped for that. The Cycle was dope. And then here, this is something I'm really disturbed about and I wanted to talk about because I feel
Mm-hmm.
guilty, almost like I thought an impure thought.
Okay.
No.
Recently, with knowing that Mortal's dying, I've been like, I need to find a new direction. I need to pick some new games out. And like, I can do the Cycle for a bit, but that'll. There's one game that keeps popping up on my radar, and I've been like, no. Why would you even think about that? That's disgusting.
League of Legends.
No, it's Star Citizen.
Oh, nice. I love Star Citizen.
God.
What is
But
that?
like, I'm
think
like,
you love
like,
it too.
Oh, I know what that is.
yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like, and it somehow has had a community, a very small community. People actually play the game despite there's fucking goddamn hardly anything to do.
Isn't that like a $500 million that they still haven't like?
For 11 years or whatever, and
Dude, I've streamed it a few times. I love it.
Yeah,
I played a free weekend.
They're
once,
never
like,
going to finish it. If it
3
cost
years
$500
ago.
million to get where they are today, they're never going to be able to have enough money to
I
go.
don't know, man. I have some friends who have spent a lot of money on that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
That's what I
they're
mean. I think they legit have made $500 million on that game, something close to that, and it's
Yeah.
still not in like a full state. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's been 11 years. I just think that
Look at Tarkov.
like they. No, this
This
game
is like Tarkov in 2017.
this game is not ready, really.
They've
And
made progress.
it's been 11 years and a lot of money.
2.
I've played Star Citizen like early, like when it was just your hangar and all you could do was like look at your
Yeah.
ship. And I played last year, and there was a lot of like new stuff. There was like a PvP like team deathmatch arena that was like working and kind of fun. There
What
was
did it?
like my friends and I went on like a mining. We decided to be like, you know, miners, and we like flew to this planet that was like hostile.
Yeah.
Landed on it, drove out in our little like mining excavators, mined all the high tier ore, and then you have to like get it off the planet without like other players blowing you up, and then go back to like a refinery planet to like refine it,
Yeah.
and then take it to a selling planet to like sell it and on like an open market. It was actually
I
fucking
don't think
sick.
that's the argument, though. It's a great game. They're just trying to do too much, and I don't think they're ever going to be able to finish it. Unless
Yeah,
someone,
that's fine.
unless they can get another $500 million and another 11 years.
Yeah, I'm having fun now, so I don't.
I'm not
mind.
convinced, but it keeps popping up, and I played it like 2-3 years ago on a free weekend, and I was like, wow, okay. Like, it didn't feel like there's enough like danger or like punishment or anything. If your ship gets blown up, like it's insured. I don't remember the details, but like I wasn't scared doing stuff. It looked pretty. Anyway, it keeps popping up on my head. I'm like, no, don't do it, because like I am a full on like Star Citizen hater. Like, fuck that shit. But like it keeps popping up, and then like yesterday, an old friend messaged me. He's like, hey man, you fucked with Star Citizen? I was like, don't talk to me. And then like it just keeps coming up. And then I always look over here and I'm like looking at my HOTAS, and then I was like, I could build a cockpit again. And
You
then I'm
could.
like, no, don't do it.
And it could be a high-tech cockpit. It's not just a regular.
Yeah. And so like it's
You got to do
hate
it,
to
Decky.
Decky, but that seems like a good fit for you, that game.
I actually think it's
Yeah.
a perfect fit for you, Decky. I'm actually
Man.
surprised you don't like main it all the time, to be honest.
Well,
I
once
fucked
he
with
starts
one
playing
time,
it,
didn't do it for me.
I'll tell you, once he plays it, if he actually gets into it, that means that the game's over. Like, it
the
will
game's
become a
really
dead
not
game.
ever gonna get finished then.
Decky will
Yeah.
kill it.
So that was my thing. Like, it's been weighing on my soul, and this is the first time I've admitted it publicly. And I don't
Well, you
want
heard
to.
it here first, folks. We get the inside scoop here in the hole.
Yeah.
Abandon Star Citizen now.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
Decky's moving in and then
Pull out.
sell your Star Citizen stock now.
Yeah, I think it's so funny because I think that if Decky was like a guy into stocks and he like talked a lot about stock advice, I would love to watch him. That way I knew when to get
do
the
the
fuck out.
opposite.
You know?
I mean, look at Charizard coin. Look what happened
Charizard
there.
coin, that went downhill. But that was an Aqua, but okay.
I mean, it's kind of my fault, but it was really Solid Snake's fault because he told me about it. Anyway,
Yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah.
anything else from your list?
Oh, I've got a
Kings?
ton of stuff.
Yeah, but
Pick your favorite one.
speaking
We'll get it.
of,
We'll go over it real quick.
yeah, top tier topic.
All right. Here's something that I just want to talk about real quick. This is going out on Thursday, so go watch the VOD of Squeaks versus Ludwig in the speed run of Mario 70 Star.
Oh, that
On-
happened already?
On the
Oh,
no tomorrow,
it's happening.
on the 15th, he's speed running against Ludwig. That could be a lot of fun.
How did that happen?
A friend of the
How
podcast.
did that get arranged? I heard Orby told me about it.
Yeah, a friend of the podcast, Squeaks, who taught Aqua how to do 16-star a little bit and gave him tips. He's also going to be doing a 70-star speedrun against Ludwig, I believe.
He's also one of my favorite streamers. Don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, don't tell me I said that. He'll get cocky.
It'll go straight to his head.
Yeah. But no, he's doing a speedrun versus Ludwig on the 15th. So go watch the VOD, and then the video will be up on both his YouTube probably and Ludwig's, which is
Does
great.
Ludwig speedrun Mario?
Yeah. He has a pretty good 70-star run, I believe.
Okay.
Time. Yeah.
16.
Is it 16 that they're doing? Sorry, I thought it was 70.
Well, I know Ludwig does 16.
I thought it was
No,
70.
it's got to be.
I think it's a 70.
He's got to have some sort of handicap because Squeaks has a really good time. Squeaks is like good.
I'm sure they'll give a handicap, but
Yeah.
Ludwig does do it. He is a speedrunner.
Ludwig is decent.
Yeah.
He like sub 20. He's probably a little better than me.
Yeah.
From what I know.
And Ludwig will grind. So I'm sure he's been grinding for this fun thing. But yeah, they just enjoyed each other sort of on streams. They would just like do like little back and forth comments. And then like they would, fans would just clip it and then send it to the other streamer while they're streaming. And it became a funny little feud. And then they made this little event. So
They're settling the score.
They're settling the score. But on the
Squeaks always goes, boys, like that. Like making fun of Ludwig.
And
mimicking him.
And the last thing I want to talk about is another shitty dev situation, which maybe that's why I'm just so angry with all these CEOs and devs. A fucking game I used to love called Domina, which I believe Decky's played.
Oh, the Gladiator game, yeah.
The Gladiator game.
I saw this.
The dev put into the patch notes this. Can we have Ben put it in? This really cringy anti-mask into the patch notes, and essentially it was on the same lines as, like, it's an anti-mask thing. Which fine if he wants to really do that. It's probably not the place to put it in patch notes and hide it. But
in his patch notes of his game, he put this shit that said, "Wake up, you fucking sheep! Women don't want to have sex with you. Take your muzzle off your face, you fucking soy boys."
Right. It essentially was that. And and he was like talking, and then he would go on blast on Twitter on the actual game, not the personal Twitter, but on the game.
Yeah, he tripled down on it.
He tripled down on it. And it just sounds like almost like Ninja with his braless wife comment.
It
like,
was.
I'm having sex with women. Like, that's essentially what he was saying. And it just became such a weird like stance. Like, even if he wants to if he wants to put an anti-mask thing and be that publicly, fine. But I just feel like it's a shitty thing to throw your whole game under.
If it's totally fine if he doesn't want to wear a mask, and it's totally fine if he wants to talk about not wearing a mask. But the fact that he was like, it was just so cringy of him to be like, women won't fuck you unless you unmuzzle yourselves. You
in the patch notes.
Yeah,
and he put it in patch notes. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what was really weird, was just like he started doing it, and then he just tripled down on being, so that game's now under pretty much like so many negative reviews.
I had not heard that.
It was
Domino was
so
awesome, dude. That was a
cringy.
dope ass game.
I agree, and they were getting updates, and I liked that game. And,
I didn't know it had updates. I thought it should have been dead already.
What
but
game was it?
it's essentially like a gladiator game where you have you have gladiators that auto fight type of deal.
Was it
it's
like
got Twitch
was it just
integration,
him?
so you can watch like
Was he
Orby
the
die.
only dev?
I think it's a really small thing. It's either him and a few people,
man,
or just him, and that's why he did it by the game thing, and he can do it by the game thing. But it's just like
That sucks for his team members.
if he adds a team member, which I think he does, or at least he hires out some stuff. If it's anything else, it sucks for anyone else. 'Cause
Unless
they're not gonna have any sales.
like his other 3 team members are like behind his back, like, yeah, put it in the patch notes. That's so based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're such alpha sigma wolves, dude.
And again, I don't like, if he wants to believe that and he wants to do that based on evidence, go ahead. But don't put it in fucking patch notes and then put a cringy thing like I'm boning a woman.
No, totally
like,
do it. Totally do it. He just and then
muzzle yourself.
yeah.
And then don't get upset when nobody plays your fucking game.
And, and that's the free market thing, right? Like, if you want to post anything like that, and as we've talked about in the past with other people that have gone publicly and said weird, things that were against whatever, you can do that. Just expect to, don't be mad when people leave and don't play the game.
So-called free thinkers when they read the patch
He's
notes.
got his shirt that points down and says unvaccinated sperm.
Yeah, like that's essentially what. Yeah, it's just weird.
That's
That would
awesome.
be a good r/I have sex post.
Yeah. In my experience, generally people who are not insecure are probably not going to start making this. People that are insecure,
right
whether they have sex or
afterward.
not, won't be set. You know,
That's like making jokes like that screams that you don't get laid enough.
Dude,
Even if he
right
does.
afterwards, he went on Twitter and went on a huge rant to like 100 people, just like replying to every single tweet, like, I just fucked my girlfriend 10 minutes ago, dude.
Yeah.
Get a fucking life.
My braless wife brought me a grilled cheese. Braless. Oh, Ninja, that was good. That's so funny. I missed
That's
that.
awesome. See, like that's what I need to be seeing. I love that shit.
yeah, just cringe shit.
We're already
Pure
late.
cringe.
But speaking of cringy shit, my boy Elon, dude, I saw that post on like Discord. I thought it was fake.
What?
Him saying he wants to have a 1v1 combat
He's
against
gonna
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, Putin. Yeah.
1v1?
Yeah, he like posted, I
1v1
thought, like, somebody
CS:GO.
put a picture of it. I thought it was a meme, and then like I saw
That's
it on
it.
his real account, and I was like, oh, and he like even edited the Kremlin or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what does he want to 1v1?
He wants to fist fight him.
He wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a duel against Putin to have him stop with Ukraine or something. I don't fucking know.
Fuck yeah.
But I was like,
Fuck, dude,
I was like, okay.
would totally, I would get pay-per-view for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
It would be
Logan Paul. I don't give a fuck about him. I want to
get-
see Elon fight Putin.
Elon with his dad bod and his goofy haircut versus
Yeah.
Putin, who's like ex-KGB.
Yeah, Putin would fuck him up.
Putin will kill
Yeah,
him.
probably.
Putin will actually kill him. Yeah.
You guys ever see that what's that movie that Sean Connery's in? And he's like, I'll use just my thumb, and he like fucking beats
Ratatouille?
this guy's ass.
Oh.
Yeah, it would be
With,
like
the
that.
thumb. I don't remember what it was, but anyways,
The
that
only
movie.
thing I can think of is in Ratatouille, where the guy's like,
No,
I
no, no.
killed a man with this thumb.
No, but I think that's what Putin would do. Is he'd just be like, "I'll kill you with this." Musk.
But I was just
Putin would probably
like, I don't
grab
even know
his
what
head and just like spin his neck and like.
It's
kill
just
him.
like, what world are we living in where we're like the super weird, cringy fucking billionaires saying this shit and adding the Kremlin too is the best part. Like, I wish it would happen. Of course it won't.
Why
Like,
don't you
God,
go
he's-
ahead and Starlink your spine back to your head, Elon?
Oh god.
Speaking of cringy things going on online, that came to mind.
That
All
was a
right,
good one.
I'm done.
I mean,
That was pretty funny.
didn't
Hey, maybe Elon could win and end the war. That would be great.
maybe
Wouldn't it? I mean, I wouldn't put money on it or anything, but that would be nice.
Elon? I believe has a second kid now, and it's also an interesting
Yeah,
name.
that recently came out. Yeah, Grimes has a baby girl or
wait,
something.
didn't they just split up too?
They split up, but then I think they got back together.
Not
I
how
think,
pregnancies work.
yeah, no. Aqua, I
They
think
split
that,
up and the baby just disappears.
Yeah, they like announced the baby and then they're like, we're getting a divorce.
No, I don't know if they're getting
same
divorced.
The baby still gets born, Aqua.
No, I know, but it's just interesting.
No, I don't think they're actually divorced. I think they're not living together. I think it was like some weird thing like that where they decided not to live together, but they're
They
still
weren't married,
trying.
were they?
They're not married. I don't think they're just
Yeah.
Oh,
they're life partners, but they're not living together. And then because they're not married, they're also probably
Grimes said some stupid shit on Twitter the other day where
said
she
that
was,
he was-
like, Elon lives in poverty.
Yeah,
I had
thank
to
you.
sleep on a... He
That's what I
made
was
me
gonna
sleep
say.
on a mattress with a hole in it. And it was like, oh, that must have been so hard, Grimes. That
Well-
must have been
well,
so
Elon-
hard.
Elon does have a different lifestyle in the way that A, he doesn't give a shit, and B, he doesn't actually have liquid money. Everything that he makes, he puts into capital, which is actually kind of smart.
My
But-
money's value can't inflate if I don't have any money.
I mean, if you're gonna have so much money, you might as well like use a little of it to like. Is it that smart to invest every single cent of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess. I
The less
I mean,
cash
if he
you have
doesn't
on
mind-
hand.
he is
Yeah.
he is not buying not buying a new bed because he doesn't have enough money. He could at any time sell us anything he
Yeah.
wants and then have fucking money.
The-
He just
the-
doesn't give a shit.
The real move
Yeah.
for the super elite, like the billionaires, is to pay yourself $0. You can't pay tax if you're making $0 on income, and then you just put all your money into like physical objects, and then when you need to like buy something, you just take a loan against those objects.
I could freaking go into a whole thing about how this dumb fucking system is.
Oh,
but
we won't.
But yeah, essentially you can always take a loan out for anything that you have, and then because you have so much money, you don't have to worry about it.
Funny rocket ship as collateral. It's funny penis rocket as
His
collateral.
spacecraft.
Yeah, or he buys.
I'll give you my spaceship.
Or he buys
I can
art.
actually say that.
He buys art that's in transition. Like he never physically gets it, so he owns it, but at the same time he's never received it, so he doesn't have to actually have that as capital. But he can take loans out on it because.
All right, Mr. Musk, thank you for visiting Chili's. Here's your bill. Oh, I don't actually have any money right now.
But you can have my spaceship if I don't pay.
He has cash, but not.
I'll have to borrow against a spaceship and come back and pay you next week. If that's okay.
Could you imagine him just being like, "I won't pay you today, but I'll give you my spaceship."
Let me go get some money out of my spaceship.
There's always money in the spaceship, Elon. Money. The lines of Elon's booster rockets are actually
spaceship.
Oh, I read that they can't legally do this yet because of how the self-driving works, but I heard that Teslas, if you're financing them and you don't pay, eventually they'll just drive themselves back home.
Yeah.
Like they'll drive themselves back to the dealership.
So awesome.
By themselves.
That's where I want to be in the world. We need to be in that future. Sign me up.
Right now, due to legality
themselves.
And stuff, I think that they can drive, like they'll have someone go pick it up and they'll drive to like the nearest whatever, like they'll pack out and honk.
Yeah, they'll have the Tesla just like pull out of the dude's driveway and meet him in a Walmart parking lot or something.
Yeah,
and then they'll repo it there.
But I think it'd be so cool when you start seeing that. I'd hate it because I'm gonna be scared as fuck, but I think it'd be so cool when it's like,
yeah, what happens when the Russians turn off like auto brake everybody's Tesla, you know?
Yeah, that's the problem with any autonomous stuff.
All right, well, why don't we autonomously go record a members only episode?
We could draw this out for another 40 minutes.
We could go for another 3 hours.
It's just been the stupidest fucking conversations that we keep going. Okay, we're done. I'm making it go longer.
Yeah, we're dumb. Hey, thank you for watching The Gamer Hole today. I hope you enjoyed your time in the hole with us. I know we did. If you want to support the channel even further than just watching it, which we appreciate so much, you know, because let's face it, we're not exactly, you know, we're not great conversationalists, but we try. But if you want to see some exclusive content, every week we do a special episode as well as the occasional live stream, you know, just some extra stuff. You can join the members program here on YouTube. There's a little join button down below the video there. Check it out if you want to, you know, get some extra stuff or even just support what we're doing here. Either way, we'll see you again next week, every Thursday, forever. Okay, thanks again.